Okay, let's dive right in. Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a story that's been quietly going viral, and honestly, for really good reason. It's this simple, beautiful, spiritual parable about a sick little bird. But don't let the simplicity fool you, because it carries a massive, mind-bending premise, the idea that radical gratitude can actually rewrite your entire destiny. It's like taking ancient wisdom and applying it directly to the super messy, everyday struggles we all face. So if you've ever felt completely stuck or just totally overwhelmed by life, stick with me. We're going to break this down and see exactly how to stop suffering and unlock some incredible personal growth.
Now let me ask you a question, and be honest here. Have you ever found yourself struggling with a brutal hardship, just looking up and thinking, when is this suffering ever going to end? Right? I wanted to start here because this question hits so close to home. It's the absolute core of our explainer today. I mean, we've all been there. We all hit those painful rock bottom moments where the bad luck just feels endless and you're just desperate for a tiny glimmer of hope. Keep that exact feeling in the back of your mind as we walk through this story.
So the story sets up this incredibly vivid, almost heartbreaking scene. Picture a small, sick bird, completely abandoned in the middle of a vast, burning desert. Now, obviously, this isn't just a literal nature story. It's a powerful metaphor for what hitting absolute rock bottom feels like. You know those burning desert seasons of life, where everything just feels dry, harsh, and totally devoid of life or support? It could be a health scare, a financial nightmare, a brutal personal loss. It's that universal picture of isolation and pain that, frankly, we all have to walk through at some point.
And here's the kicker for our little bird. She wasn't just lost, she was completely stuck. The story says her fate was literally sealed by negative karma. She was handed a sentence of 7 long years of continuous suffering. And think about it, in the lifespan of a tiny bird, 7 years is basically an eternity. It's like the universe told her, hey, this pain is just your lot in life, deal with it. She was expected to just sit there in the burning sand and suffer until the clock ran out. It perfectly captures that terrifying feeling of total powerlessness we get when we think our bad circumstances are permanent.
But here is where the story takes a massive, unexpected turn. A wise entity visits the bird and drops the ultimate cheat code for overcoming this sealed fate. It's spoiler alert, it's not a magic wand. It's not an instant rescue helicopter or a sudden rainstorm. It's just a simple 5-word secret mantra. Thank you, God, for everything. Seriously, that's the whole shebang. Despite the scorching heat, despite being super sick and totally alone, she's told to just start practicing radical gratitude, right then and there. This is the absolute climax of the parable, and it shifts her entire trajectory.
What is absolutely wild about this is the contrast. So remember that original sealed sentence of suffering? 7 long years? But by unleashing the crazy power of that simple gratitude mantra, her destiny was entirely rewritten. Her healing was accelerated down to just 7 months. By continuously saying thank you right in the middle of her worst pain, she didn't just passively survive her fate, she actively collapsed the timeline of our suffering. It's a mind-blowing example of how a massive shift in mindset can drastically alter your actual reality.
Which brings us to a huge takeaway. It's the difference between passively waiting for your circumstances to change versus actively changing your inner state first. Let's be real, most of us do the first one, right? We wait. We tell ourselves, oh, I'll be happy when the desert turns green, or I'll be grateful when my bank account isn't empty, or I'll say thanks when I finally feel better. But this story flips that totally upside down. It shows us that the power to change your destiny doesn't come from waiting around for better days. It comes from shifting your internal state before the outside world has given you a single logical reason to do so.
And the way this story describes this transformation is just beautiful. It talks about turning the deserts of life into gardens of joy. Using that gratitude mantra doesn't just help you grit your teeth and survive the desert. It actually transforms that painful, barren wasteland into a place of total abundance. Eventually, the bird's outside reality mirrored her new, vibrant internal state of gratitude. She didn't even have to escape the desert, because her gratitude literally terraformed it into a lush garden. It's such a great reminder that our external world is, more often than not, just a reflection of our internal mindset.
So, let's tie this all together. What are the big takeaways? Number 1, gratitude is literally more powerful than karma or whatever written fate you think you're trapped by. Absolutely crucial to remember. Number 2, you hold the steering wheel. You can change your destiny just by changing your inner state. And number 3, and this is a real game changer, gratitude doesn't just happen after a miracle. Gratitude actually creates the blessing. The miracle begins the exact second you start practicing gratitude. Even if you're still in pain, it is the catalyst, not the finish line.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to toss a really empowering question your way, straight from the story. What is one thing, just one thing that you are genuinely grateful for right now? Seriously, think about it. Don't wait for your circumstances to perfectly align. Don't sit around waiting for your 7 years of hardship to miraculously vanish. Find that one thing today, right now, in whatever desert you're currently walking through, and use it to start rewriting your own destiny. Remember the little sick bird, and never forget the insane power you hold right there in your own mind.